Hello.
Hey.
I don't know. I guess we're going to shoot the shit. I've never had a countdown before.
I haven't either.
It's new. So, do we talk about it now, or do we save it until after we hit the intro and officially start things up? The new things look a little different.
Yeah, things do look a tad different. Let's dive right into him.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, if you want to flip your mic on and say hello to the fine people.
How you guys doing out here? I am the new CS podcast producer, Quaid Krulik. You might have seen me on a featured episode before. I was the creator and featured guest for Corporate Horror. They had me on here, and just to kind of lighten the load, we're going to be out here on the sides, just lending a helping hand.
He's going to be taking the loads for us to lighten it up.
Nothing but loads for you guys. But I'm going to send it back over to you guys and let you guys take it away. Thank you for letting me be here and work off those college loans.
The college loans.
Yeah.
That unpaid internship.
yeah. We'll get that taken. All right. Well, no, with that being said, we love you. We're glad you're here. And this is my official resignation.
Oh, okay.
And I do love loans.
Yep.
So if you'll just move over here, you just get the fuck out. And
this is a sperm whale.
That is a sperm whale.
No, so we've talked about it on the
we've
podcast.
Mentioned it. We've alluded to it.
Yeah, and he's gonna be our guy.
Yeah,
we have a guy.
Behind the scenes. We have a producer. So that's what I'll get into this more. Well, let's just hit the intro, and then we'll dive into it.
Sure.
Hey. Open her up.
Salutations, good people. Welcome to the CS Podcast, where we create stuff, or if you're Trey,
create shit.
And today, we've got our hands absolutely full with a content creator.
Yeah, we do.
We do. And just as important, we have a new producer.
Yeah, producer.
As a part of the CS Podcast moving forward.
Yeah, and so maybe in post I'll go in and add a little crowd cheer. But if you're watching, you can cheer along at home.
Yeah, we won't hear you, but Quaid's heart will feel it
in spirit.
So
that's what I was going to say. Is it's so weird for me, like being hands off. I'm so used to just
touching me.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm so used to in my professional life just touching men.
Man, I went super gay right out of the gate.
It's normal. So, no, so like at work with the radio station, I produce. That's what I do. Like that's what I'm the Quaid. I'm the guy behind the scenes. So to be in the talent seat and sitting here, being a host and like even up until this point, I was still / producer for all of this.
Right. I've been waiting for you to get in the talent seat. It's about time.
It's about time I caught up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, man. It feels so weird, but I don't know. Instead of spending the rest of this entire show jerking Quaid off and being like, "Thank you, man. Thank you," I'm gonna say one last time, I appreciate you. It really takes a lot of the work off of me, and I can focus on just producing. Oh my God, just hosting.
Don't ever feel like you can't jerk me off one more time.
This is another reason we brought him on. Just a little commentary, just.
And this is what the show has turned into.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have you and I. You get the occasional, joke between you and me being sexually involved. Add one more dude.
That's it. That's all it takes is a three-way.
It's the big old waterfall. Oh my gosh.
So it is 8:00 on a Tuesday night, and I just premiered.
Double cheeked up.
On a Tuesday night afternoon. No, I just dropped my video.
Yeah, I was gonna hit that, but you went ahead and promoted your own stuff.
Somebody's got to. I wasn't sure if it was going to come out or not, so I wanted to make sure it got touched on.
Gotcha.
Josh is known for hitting that.
Yeah. So, just dropped that 30 minutes ago. So we're waiting to see how it does. I'm excited. It was fun. Like, it's my first video in 6 months, so.
Yes. So if you're out there watching, finish watching this podcast, then as soon as you're done, go check out Spook You on the YouTubes or follow him at Spook You.
At Spook You Videos. Some asshole already took Spook You, and it's a dead account. They have like one follower. But yeah, if you at Spook You, you get some random account. So it's at Spook You Videos.
Right. So your latest video is entitled "My Job Requires Me to Clean Up Roadkill and Hunt Cryptids."
Full series by author JoJo.
Full series by author JoJo. That's correct.
Who has released a new book? Or I guess it was his first book. I mean, it's still new, but
yeah,
you know. So yeah, make sure you check that out on Amazon. Yeah.
Well, you've already got people commenting on it that are glad to see you. So
oh, that's good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that makes a few of us.
Makes me feel better.
Yeah, it should.
Had a nice little break. I don't know what I'm going to do between now and October. I may hit another video and drop it, like another series or something, or I may just ride this out until October because I'm gonna have my hands full come September.
You're gonna have your hands absolutely full
with my Frightening Nights of Halloween. I'll be editing it and doing all that. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do another video, like just a standalone, like for myself.
Yeah, which I mean, you worked on this one a few days, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like every time I walk by, I'm like, man, he is.
Yeah, it's an hour and 20 minutes, so I had to record it all. I had to cut out any mistakes, which I can't really say I did all that because I did that back in January when author JoJo gave me permission to do this story. Mm-hmm. And I was actually really self-conscious about it for a while because I do like. I lean into my southern drawl a lot more on this. So like when I do my normal narrations, I kind of like I do more of a neutral accent or try to.
Yeah. You do.
Yeah. And so to lean into that southern accent more, I don't know, I just felt weird about it. And like the more I listened back to it, I was like, God, I don't know if I like this. Like it's good, but I don't know if that's the right way to go about it. I was like, I feel like the character needs like a southern drawl. Mm-hmm. Like just the way that the story was written and the way that author portrayed the character, it seemed fitting in my head how I pictured the character speaking. But like listening to my voice, I was like, I just don't know if my voice is the right one for that. And so like I would kind of like I got all of the sound effects and everything done through the first part of the story. Like it's broken up into 5 parts. He wrote it in 5 parts. And I had the whole first part finished. And started on the second part, and like I would seriously like I just kept it up on my computer, and I'd go in there and I'd sit down and I'd look at it and I go, I need to work on that, minimize, and I'd do something else because I just could not bring myself to do it. And so yeah, and it just sat forever. And then finally the other day I don't know, I was looking at it and I was like, I think I just want to like take a look at this story and like I don't know, just do something. And I started adding sound effects, and the more I added to it and the more I listened to it, I was like, this is not bad at all. Like, I don't know what I was so worried about or so self-conscious about, but like I was listening to it again for the first time in like 6 months. I was like, okay, the delivery is actually really good. Like
I listened to about 5 minutes of it before we went live, and I thought it was solid.
Yeah.
It wasn't over the top.
It was just, it's so different from what I'm used to doing, and it was so far out of my comfort zone. I just kept critiquing myself and being like, no, like it's not going to work. Yeah. It's not going to work.
Let this always be like a little bit of lesson to any kind of content creator out there. It's really important to break your comfort zone because you have absolutely no idea what you're capable of until you kind of just breach it, and then once you, because you don't know where you stand. Even if you suck, it's nice to know that, okay, I suck at doing that.
At least I know now.
Yeah.
And it's like, because then you can, improve as a result. And it's not to say that, Trey's things by any regard, but
God, you suck.
Yeah. At least you know now.
Yeah.
You put it out there for the world to see. Thank God.
And let it be a lesson that don't just automatically assume you suck because you don't like it on the first listen. Like, I had to come back to it 6 months later after not hearing it and go, oh, okay, that doesn't sound bad. Yeah. Like, it doesn't sound like I thought it did.
You're probably going through a period of time where you were always hearing your own voice, too.
Yeah, I was recording a lot.
It was so wild. I won't ever forget the first time I watched any kind of clip of me wrestling.
Oh, yeah?
Because I started when I was like 15, 16, which is probably way too young anyways. But I saw me, and I was like, oh, my God. Like, that is... Oh, please tell me I've not been... Like, that can't be real, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I look like. Like, that's my posture. That's how I execute moves. Like, it just...
You probably look just like Josh Oglesby on WWE 2K Battlegrounds.
Yes, which is, you created something magical today. I walk out of the hallway area and see you sitting there playing a game, and you looked at me and you went, I created you. Well, I mean, okay, Daddy, tell me more.
I gave birth to you.
I'm your daddy, officially. And I went, really? You're like, yeah, on this wrestling game. I'm like, all right. I looked, and it was fairly spot on.
It was the best I could
Josh
do.
doesn't work out. I've got the wrestling Josh on the game.
Yeah.
I've got a backup.
Yeah.
So, it's best I could do with the
Probably the little tools they gave you.
I was going to say, it was
Battleground.
pretty, on Battleground, it was pretty limited. Like, I played WWE, 2007. Or SmackDown versus Raw 2007.
That's what it
I
would have
think.
been back then.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm surprised.
Something like that. And
yeah, that would have been it.
there was much better creation tools in SmackDown versus Raw 2007 than in 2K Battlegrounds. But it's 2K Battlegrounds is like an arcade beat 'em up.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what was
It was Bret the Hitman Hart versus
Yeah.
Yokozuna. For
Yokozuna,
you non-wrestling fans or younger wrestling fans, Bret the Hitman Hart was considered at the time somewhat of a smaller guy, even though he's no small guy, but compared to the monsters in the mid-'90s and late '90s.
So I don't take this the wrong way. I could only make you 5'11". In the game wouldn't let me go any lower than that, and you're what 5'9", 5'8",
5'8"-ish.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, I can't even get him. It started off at 6'3", and I was like, nah.
For the record, you're not 5'8", because I'm 5'8", and you're maybe a good inch taller than me, so I'd say 5'9" or up.
Oh, that's perfect. 5'8", 5'9", 5'10".
Oh, there
For those
you
that
go.
are listening, I pointed to Quaid first, Josh second, myself third, being 5'10".
Yeah. Now you know our heights.
Yeah.
It just...
And now you know why I'm the producer, because we measured by height.
You
as
did.
opposed
Drew
to
the short
drawing
straw.
straws.
Yeah. You finally taken your rightful place as the most important one here because of your height.
Yep. Well,
Anyways, yeah. So
help if I open it.
there you go. We're not going by IQ.
No, we're not, because I'd lose that race.
Anyways,
You guys are so funny. You can't race an IQ.
But you could.
you can boil a chicken.
Yeah. You could also cook it if you slap it enough.
Yeah, have
Just
you
a
seen
lot
that
of slaps.
experiment yet?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
so a slap is obviously energy created, and heat is energy, right?
Sure.
So a guy invented a machine essentially so he could slap a chicken to the point where enough
Cook
heat
it.
was generated that a full chicken was cooked.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Science.
Oh yes.
Science. You learned something today. You'll learn something every day on the CS podcast. Might not be something you want to learn, but you're going to learn it.
Create a chicken slap cooker. Create
Slap
that shit.
cooker.
CCSC.
So I did see a guy on TikTok this past week.
Uh-huh.
He took a raw steak and put it into a mason jar, and then he filled it up with vodka.
Interesting.
And he left it for a month. He just wanted to see what it would do.
Oh, is it there's a guy, yeah, he does that.
I think I've seen him once before.
Yeah, what else did he do? I don't remember, but I think I've seen that same guy.
Apparently, he's done a lot because the comments were saying, has he not died from this stuff yet?
Right, yeah.
Because at the end of the month, the steak looked, it was
It's
brown.
like I'll put it in there until the end of the month or until something interesting happens.
Until something interesting happens.
Yeah.
So he pulls the steak out, and he's like, it looks like it's cooked. Well, here goes nothing. I went, oh, God, no.
Yeah, right?
It was a raw steak.
Yeah.
In a mason jar. Full
Vodka. I mean, it just seeped right in. Yeah.
So he takes a bite and immediately just it cracked me up because I was like, is he really tough?
Yeah.
Is he going to be able to manage this? Nope.
Nope.
As soon as he started tearing into it, he went, oh. And then what does he do next? I'm like, okay, that was entertaining for a free app. Then he takes the mason jar and pours it into a shot glass.
And then takes a shot.
And then takes a shot of it and immediately has to spit it out, or my God, I'm getting queasy thinking about it.
The thing, that's just reminded, for an app. Also, I'm just thinking of that one Vine where the guy slams on brake while a girl is trying to eat her McFlurry.
Oh, that old
and
classic.
The spoon goes into her throat. And it's just a quick. I almost threw up.
I thought it was a girl for the longest, and she was saying, Lauren! But I think it was a guy.
The name's Marcus. I think he's like, Marcus!
Yeah.
But because she's gagging on this McFlurry, it comes out as
And then she tries to say something else, and it's, well.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, almost well.
and then she just gags a little bit more.
Our featured content creator.
Yeah, you got anything for us this week from Ryan?
As a matter of fact, I do. Oh, actually, it's on your phone. I sent it to you.
Oh, that's right. You sent it to me. Do I have anything this week from Ryan?
Yes, you do.
I do. All right.
Hey, motherfucker.
Ryan's voicemail segment.
This is the first time I'm hearing this.
Okay.
Ready, boys?
Hang on. Time out. Let me set you up with the date.
Oh,
I think that's interesting to know.
okay.
August 30th, 9 days after my birthday, 2020. August 30th, 2020.
Oh, okay.
Imagine how the kids used to make fun of me in school. Be able to look at Ryan. He's got a fat dick. And I would run home and I would say, Mom, why is my dick so fat? And she would say, that's because your dad's Samoan. And I said, is that why I don't like The Rock? And she said, yes. And we watched her run down and we wept.
What? So that's just a voicemail from August the 30th from Ryan. Oh, I like how Siri went blank blank. The kids used to make fun of me in school. Blank. Look at Ryan. He's got a fat blank blank. And then it just stopped. It didn't even try for the rest of the voicemail. Oh.
Everybody thinks that AI is going to take over the future. AI is too lazy to just record a voice from a voice message. We got a long way to go, folks.
We really do. And bookkeepers. They can't replace a bookkeeper's job.
Why can they not replace a bookkeeper's job?
There's just decision making that goes into it that has to have a human element.
Oh, you're talking about like accounting. I thought
Yes,
you were talking
yes.
about like a librarian there for
Oh.
a second. So that's
Bookkeeping.
It's like, why? It's the Dewey Decimal System.
I feel like
It's just the Dewey Decimal System, Josh. Fucking
School
computer.
dropouts can do that. Why can't they just why can't it? So
we learned how to use the Dewey Decimal System like
third grade. I guess we had the same third grade class.
I guess we did.
So okay, so you're talking about accounting.
Accounting.
So that's my bad.
Bookkeeping. Why can't librarians?
Our new producer, ladies and gentlemen.
He's not wrong though. That is technically bookkeeping.
It totally is.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's my bad. Word association.
Bookkeeping, book wranglers.
Yeah, and I literally thought like a bookstore. Like that's
Yeah,
what my mind went to for some reason. So like
They're keepers of the book.
Well, if you ever work for a grocery store, then like you have bag boy, cashier, like front end manager. But before front end manager, you've
not
got
just that, but suppliers and like to the store because that has to go into a store's budget as well.
what is that?
Your dealers for like if you're like you said for like a store,
Mm-hmm.
you got your cashiers, you got your managers, but it's all your suppliers are also part of your budget, so you've got that also to count into, and those prices are going to fluctuate all the time.
Well, see, so from a basic standpoint, like my first job was like a bagger and a cashier, and then you have the bookkeeper, and literally all their job is to count the tills at night, make sure everything's lined up, and that's it. Nothing like ordering or anything, like nothing to do with that.
Okay.
But like a professional bookkeeper, which is what I was attempting to get into before life kind of took on a whole life of its own. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
And that wasn't going to be the quickest way to make money. So anyways, learning how to be a actual bookkeeper and everything that goes into that, and all the services that you can provide, I learned that humans have a pretty solid, stake planted. We're adaptable, yeah, but
And like a computer doesn't know that it makes a mistake. Like it just does what you tell it to, you know? Like
Yeah, actually, that's true. You have to have human input to say you made a
yeah.
mistake.
Yeah, like if you tell a computer to like if you fucked up on the inputting the numbers or writing it down. The computer reads it. The computer is going to read that, and he's like, "This is it. I calculated this. This is right." And you're like, "That's wrong." He's like, "Well, I calculated it. It's right." And you're like,
Yeah.
No, it's wrong though. You did something wrong." "Well, no, I calculated the numbers you gave me. You were wrong."
I was wrong.
So I mean that's a thing too with like radio. One of the guys that used to work at the radio station, Randy Jolly, he was all about humans running the Clemson game and the Carolina games, because humans are adaptable. If something screws up or the satellite kicks out, the automation, if it's running the game, it doesn't know.
Yeah.
It just keeps. It's waiting for an input that's never going to come.
Right.
Because it's disconnected, whereas a human can look at it and go, "Oh shit, we dropped out. Okay, I need to do this and make this adjustment, and I can throw in, hit a break real quick or fire music, put us back on the air until the satellite comes in." So he was a big proponent of having a person in the studio running those things, whereas corporate looks at it like, well, I mean, we can cut costs if we don't have anybody in there. It can be automated as long as even if something goes wrong, you just call somebody and they'll fix it. But Randy was all about, no, we need somebody in the studio. No, I'm not talking about Furman the stuff that I did. Mine was a little bit different and actually requires more of a human touch. It can't be automated. But the Carolina and stuff, oh yeah, that's automated. So computer runs all that.
That is pretty fascinating. And real estate.
Yeah.
I mean, how's that going to be automated? Unless we get way simple.
Yeah. No. Even then, because personally, I mean, I guess you could, but
if you're talking about real estate in the most basic form, you could technically do it on a website. The problem is none of it is simple. Because
I was going to say, that's what I was going to say, the paperwork, because I would not be able to do the paperwork myself. I would not trust myself to not get screwed over, or there's so much that goes into it on that side as far as legalities that I don't know if you really could automate it. Yeah, I mean, we technically already kind of automate it to an extent with Zillow and stuff like that. You can find a house and be like, "Oh, I really like that," and you could technically put in an offer, I guess. I don't know.
You can do everything electronically.
Yeah, you
if
can.
You want to.
But when it comes down to signing the papers and stuff like that, the negotiations, it helps so much to have, unless you're a lawyer or really know enough about that stuff. You going through real estate school and stuff like that, probably won't hire a real estate agent if you were to buy your next house. You'd probably do it yourself because you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
In which case, you could do everything automated. You could find everything online. It's technically automated, but you have the knowledge on the back end when it gets to the legality of things.
Yeah. How long would it be? I mean, how long would it take in the future for everybody to take some kind of for there to be a course simplified enough and to simplify the system enough for somebody to take a course?
I don't think you could.
And we'd have to evolve a lot.
I'm a proponent of fuck naps.
And see, I didn't know this about you.
Yeah.
I did not know this about
That's
you.
a hot take.
So I came in Sunday, Saturday night. I didn't get much sleep. I was hanging out with my dad and my stepmom. And they're like college kids. They stay up all night and then
good for them.
Sleep.
Not me, but good for them. I couldn't do it.
So that's just the sleep schedule they're on. And I fell into that.
Yeah.
And I woke up the next day feeling like a turd.
Yeah.
Because I don't do that. And lately I have been. I take that back. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I should do some self-reflection.
Yeah, maybe.
So, anyways, I get here. Y'all haven't gotten here yet. I take a nap. I wake up. Y'all are awake, or you're awake, and you tell me that you took a nap.
Yeah, I did.
And I felt great. I felt more recharged.
I felt like, have you seen The Dark Crystal, right? No?
That old movie?
The old movie, with the puppets. The puppets. It was Jim Henson.
That is the worst movie I've ever seen.
So you know the dog.
I know what you're talking.
You know the dog, the little brown dog.
Yeah, the one that when she tries to leave does a 90-degree angle when it's barking.
Yes, that's what I felt like. I felt like that dog when I woke up.
I have never heard anyone who wanted to actively compare anything to that shitty movie. Okay, so my uncle grew up on the Dark Crystal.
Bryce?
Yes, Bryce did. Now, Bryce is 10 years younger than my father.
Yeah.
And so my dad basically had to babysit Bryce. And Bryce would put on some of the shittiest or the most immature films to watch because obviously he's 10 years younger than my dad. So by the time Bryce is 10, my dad's already like in his 20s. Yeah. And he's having this... And so imagine having to watch like the Dark Crystal as a 20-year-old, like your 10-year-old brother's like, this is the greatest movie ever. You're just like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
So yeah, it's not great. Now, caveat, because I like puppets, obviously, and Barnabas, like the puppetry work is incredible. It's Jim Henson.
Agreed.
But you've got the fucking chicken thing.
Not to mention those fucking bunny rabbits on stilts.
Yes. Oh man, we'll have to sit down and watch The Dark Crystal just so you can experience it. They actually they brought it back on Netflix.
They did a sequel on Netflix. Yeah. It was a sequel series.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, so I felt like that dog when I woke up.
And that just cracked me up. I remember you showing me that picture. That cracked me up so bad.
But just naps for me, man. Like I literally I woke up and I was like, ugh, ugh. Like Robin Williams, like, what year is it? And like I got up,
been 27
I walked in,
years.
and I literally walked down here, sat on my toilet for 20 minutes trying to wake up, like trying to just.
On average, how long would you say your naps are? Like, do you think they're like an hour long?
Like 30 minutes, maybe.
See, that's your problem.
Yeah.
Because you fall asleep, but you never enter REM.
Oh, no, I mean, and I get that, but fuck naps.
So you literally just don't catch the rest that you need to officially start resting.
Yeah, and I wake up like I told him, I don't think I've ever been hungover for the limited times that I've drank, but I feel like that has to be what a hangover feels like. I wake up and I'm like, ugh, like my head's like gonna explode, and I'm like this like groggy like. Ugh.
A hangover always feels like there's a headache inside of my head.
And well, that's usually where they take place.
No. Inside of my brain, like.
And I'm over here. No, he said it, and I went, "That's right."
Okay,
yeah.
Allow me to clarify. Okay, so if you were like thinking about how your head and how your brain feels on your own body, it feels like my headache is like a tiny little knot inside of.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Parts of the brain, and so that's why my head kind of feels swimming.
Yeah.
Because it feels like my head's hollow, and then that's where the headache is.
Yeah.
So if you feel that, that's what my hangover feels.
Well, that's because the liquor's still draining out.
Well, yeah, because
that's where it goes.
Yeah, it goes right to the head.
Well, you know how like what causes the hangover? It's the most of the moisture in your body goes to your brain.
Oh.
And liquor absorbs the
liquid water.
It absorbs the moisture, and and because it's absorbing most moisture, which is in your brain.
Yeah.
That's what causes most of those muscles in your brain to tense up, and that's your hangover.
And it also drives out things like minerals and vitamins.
And good decisions.
And electrolytes.
Yeah, it pushes out minerals.
Yeah.
So if you've ever like drank a lot and you smell your pee the next day, it is,
which we all do.
Yeah. Oh, did Josh.
Ready for the work. Ready for today's day job.
Pushes all the minerals out. Is it like, you know, those rock mining where you like pan for gold? Is it like that?
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
It's just like that. It just pushes all the minerals out.
Yep.
So if I had like a little strainer like from my flour bag, and I
your flour,
yeah, my flour bag. You know, flour, and then you have the little. Your
little flour strainer.
That's how you powder the donuts, brother.
Yes, a donut powderer. Yeah. Yeah, one of those. If I peed through it, I could have stuff. I don't know if I'd want stuff, but I could have stuff. Like kidney stones.
Like kidney stones.
Stone your donut.
Stonut donor. Donut stoner.
Donut stoner. There you go. Hey, there's a new band. Donut Stoners. We haven't done those in a while. Are you adding it to the list?
I don't know if I've got said list. But
what? Did you delete it?
I thought you had it. No, it's in my notebook.
Oh, your notebook. Where's your notebook?
That's right there. That's a notebook.
Is the notebook producer?
That notebook
Produce the notebook.
This notebook has about 50 different things, 51 different things in here. That's just all right.
Oh, hey, while you're in there, write down that slow-mo video idea.
Okay. Fun fact: joint tenancy does not allow the right of inheritance. Tenancy in common does. Imagine that.
What?
Real estate.
Oh, I was to say, I don't know what I just learned.
I don't know. I don't remember. No, I know.
I was like, I don't know how that applies to my life, but I'll try and keep it in mind.
That sounded like something you'd hear from the fitness gram pacer test.
It looks like the video game loading screen hints. Joint tensing.
Yeah.
Tenancy.
Oh, tenancy.
Press X for another hint.
Yeah. Nah. I'm good. I'm just gonna wiggle the controller and make sure that my little thing floats.
Oh yeah, that Goku.
Yeah.
From
Oh yeah,
the
he
old Dragon Ball
spun.
Z.
Yeah, I was actually, my first thought was like Skyrim. You can like, if you pull back, like it zooms out. If you and you can like you can yeah.
Butthole Circus.
Oh, the Butthole Circus. That was a
So,
good one.
I'm worried.
That's the only
because
one you have.
That's the only one I've got up
That's
there.
the only one.
Jody in the soapbox.
Yeah,
Or
Jody in
Jody's-
the soapbox.
Jody in the soapbox.
So what's the notebook for? Just
It's a movie. It's kind of his.
It's
so,
a catch-all.
So I like
the notebook in Josh's hand.
So I like to like I talk about at work. We have a fuck it room where we just you go, huh? Where does this go? Yeah, fuck it, and you throw it in there. Yeah. That's a fuck it notebook.
It's
And a movie.
Yeah.
it's been quite it's been quite the catch-all for the from the past.
Yeah.
I'd
I need to
say,
write something down. Oh, fuck it.
year. Jody in the soapbox, Butthole Circus. Gosh, there was like one or two others that were really good.
Is that the same notebook you wrote down the jokes in?
If Kermit were to bang Miss Piggy over an open fire, it would be considered spit roasting.
Add the one about the butt cheeks. Is butt cheeks one word, or do I have to spread it open?
He's like, ah.
These are your dad jokes brought to you by Quaid.
It's the
My
joke
dad
of the
will
day.
probably end up being the next in-person guest.
Oh hell yeah! Well, I gotta go have dinner with him first.
Yeah.
I gotta wine and dine him before I bring him on my show.
Right. We gotta take your family too.
Otherwise, he just feels dirty.
Cashew? No? Throws it outside. Cashew outside. How about that?
These are things that happened
Yeah, months ago.
like when you first arrived.
Speaking of dad jokes, Josh, what do you call a magician who's lost his magic?
What?
Ian.
Oh, just heard that one. Morgan. Asked. Let's see. Asked you what a.
Yeah.
It says you asked me what a lawnmower blenny was, and Trey said, "Sounds like a good time."
Oh, that was her fish. It was
Her
a
fish.
lawnmower blenny.
Oh, here's a dad joke that I think Trey will like, being a Harry Potter fan. Trey, at Hogwarts, where do you find the gym? Right next to the dumbbell doors.
Oh no! Ow! Ow! That sucked all the moisture out of my brain.
Pushed all the minerals out of your pee-pee.
Yeah. I grabbed my strainer.
Right the stoner donuts.
Yeah. And then there's this, and randomly, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
Well, that's just delightful, Josh.
So romantic.
You really outdid yourself with that one, Josh. Joshua. That's just delightful.
We should open our Christmas presents this year.
We should. It's a Kenny Chesney Christmas this time of year.
Oh, well, this is just great.
I hope that one day we have a video as quotable as that.
Me too.
It's funny because, like, it's not quotable, but the 4th of July video is one where you're like, man, remember they came in on that eagle? Like,
Yeah.
because there's really no words in that video other than, Hey, hand me that drink, will you? That's it. that's. Oh, and hey, you dead yet?
Oh yeah. You dead yet?
You dead yet? So I hope to one day have a video as quotable as that.
The Ocean and Coastal Resource Management, or OCRM, is responsible for protecting critical coastal areas in South Carolina.
Well, that's good for them. Like, I guess that's important.
Yep.
And these are real estate facts brought to you by Josh Oglesby.
Feel free to turn off now. I'm trying to find if there's...
Well, if our analytics are any indication, they probably tuned out about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna quickly cut right here at 55.
Okay.
Do y'all have the Curtis counter going on, or?
No, not right now.
Oh, nah.
Okay, I just wanted to ask
Yeah, no, we're not. We cut the Curtis segment out until we fill.
It out just because of
Until we fill
We
up
need
some
more
balls.
content. Yeah.
Yeah. Just because we've burned through all those already.
Sure.
Yeah, the same one was coming up quick.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right, I'll cue you back in 3, 2.
Yeah, actually, speaking of the Curtis segment that we just cut out, if you're listening or watching or I don't know, jerking off to this video, if you just want to add in a suggestion.
Why did my brain go to the same thing as the third option? And I was like, well, I'm not going to say that. And then there you go. Like, all right.
It's because
It's called synchronicity.
That's because, like we said at the beginning, Josh, jerk me off whenever you
Josh
want
always
to, man.
gets his.
I'm down for the load.
Yeah. If you wanna send in suggestions to throw inside of Curtis, if you wanna throw your balls in Curtis.
That's our gumball challenge machine.
Yeah.
If you're new to the show.
Yeah, if you are new.
Yeah, we write down little challenges and place them in gumballs and put them in said gumball machine, also known as Curtis.
Yep. I don't know how you can be new to this show. We're worldwide, baby.
Yeah, we're an award-winning podcast.
Yeah. We've won awards.
Yeah.
Like best dressed.
Yeah. Just listen to us. You'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
evident by the sound of our zippers.
So we've decided.
Best dressed.
Well, if you're watching, you just got a show. So
Yeah,
that means if you're
not
listening,
much.
go to.
Having watched this, I'm pretty sure that zipper got picked up on the mic.
Good.
No, we've decided to put out a project a week.
Oh, we have, yeah.
We're already behind one.
Yeah,
we already missed Sunday.
Slackers.
Well, here's why we didn't do Sunday.
You know why we missed Sunday? Because I took a fucking
You
nap.
took a nap. That's what killed
And
it.
it killed me. It killed me for the rest of the day.
I was like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I was all jacked up. Best I felt in days.
He's running around like fucking Roger Rabbit, and I'm in here like,
I sucked all your energy out of you when you were sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm a little energy sucker.
oh, is that what you do?
I hovered over you. It's just,
Oh my
put,
God,
that explains the wet dream.
You literally just said he's like Roger Rabbit, and then you Roger Rabbit, and you sounded like the detective in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Roger, what are you talking about?
Roger!
oh,
That explains the wet dream, though, if you sucked all the energy out of me.
the wet dream that you did or didn't have.
Did have.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That explains so much. It all comes together now.
So there.
You shouldn't have.
Oh, Joshua, you should have.
Joshua.
Look at you. You took so much, but gave so much.
You know,
More.
You know that's my favorite thing in the world, Joshua.
Oh, I hate dry dreams.
I love nap jobs.
NJs.
Hey, baby, be like if I get a quick NJ real quick, eh?
Okay, right now. Nah, give me like 5-10 minutes. When we put this sound machine on, I gotta drift away.
Give me
No
like
one
5.
can deny the REM sleep.
Bitch, if I don't wake up like that, if I don't wake up like that dog from the Dark Crystal, you ain't doing it right.
So if you have to go into REM sleep for a nap job, would it be considered a REM job?
That's what I was going for.
Oh, beauty.
You complete me, Josh.
just
It's full circle.
full circle.
Just like the REM job.
Yeah, it's just big old Jerkel circ.
Jerkel's the clown. That needs to be a character.
The Jerkel
Yes.
Circus.
Yes, we get a little clown. Jerkel's the clown. Oh my God, we could have Jerkel's t-shirts.
Jerkles.
Jerkel's the clown.
And there's a puppet for Spook You.
He could have a. He could have a.
A dick nose. If you suck him off, is it considered a nose job?
I was gonna say a cereal and call him Jerkel Puffs.
Oh, wow, we're going in two different directions.
What a wiener.
We've already got a coctopus. What's a Jerkel's the clown? Like
His best friend.
He'll juggle your balls.
Or he'll just play with the coctopus.
Oh, God.
Hi, I'm Jerkel's. Hey.
Here's the list of all of our ad videos that we.
Oh, there we
never
go.
made.
Okay. At least we have
No,
those.
that's a list of why you are not ad friendly.
Well, you're probably not wrong. Well, I don't know if Jerkel's the clown needs to go in the ads.
Yeah.
That's probably there should probably be a different section for imaginary characters. Well, did you write down the slow-mo video?
He just said that. Did you not do that before?
No.
No.
I got on Jody's soapbox.
We got Oh God! Now I gotta go design Jerkel's the clown.
You just knew.
You'll spend 30 minutes photoshopping that penis.
And he's got to be a sad clown.
Does he?
I picture him as a sad
happy
clown.
with a dick on your face 100% of the time?
Right?
I don't know. I'd probably be very rich.
What do you mean you don't know?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go out much.
Yeah.
I would say, no, guys, let's keep the face masks.
You'd be like that girl from Deuce Bigelow.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So we've got Field Vid, Lake Vid, Club Vid, I Heard Conference Table with Cantina. We did half of that.
Yeah, we did do half of that.
Blow Up Vid, Trey Janitor.
I forgot about the blow up
Us
bid.
blowing up.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Yeah.
Mall Vid, Price Tag, Emily, Morgan. Meet.
That was it. Oh my God.
Emily in the Mall?
Yeah,
Price
but
tags?
we kept trying to figure out the tagline for it, and it was
We had one.
no expensive price tags was the like that was it. No expensive price tags.
Too broke to go to the mall? Come hang Fridays at noon. No expensive price tags.
Yeah,
Or
something like that. Yeah, that was it. Okay.
Mannion running vid.
Yeah.
See, that needed to happen because
Yeah.
it was
we
about
need
the
a truck though.
It should have happened when we talked about it because it would have been about the time that New Year's resolutioners
Yeah.
would have ran out.
So
pun
we'll just
intended.
do it. We'll just shoot it
gas.
anyways and save it for after New Year's.
As your producer, I do have to remind you guys that y'all have other commitment videos as well. You have Trey on your end. You have an I Survived series to finish filming with me, and Josh, you have a psychic video that you have to film with me. So
It's a damn shame that Mike just cut out. That's the weirdest fucking thing.
I know. What happened to Quaid? Why is he leaving?
think y'all can fire me? I'm union, bitch.
You don't pay me. Well, you're right. We don't.
There's a lot of stuff on the plate here at the CS podcast that I, as the producer, have to keep in mind. If it's not in the fuck it notebook, it's on my fuck it list.
If it's not on the fucking notebook, it's not in our fucking minds.
Oh, man.
You could take that to the bank and cash it.
Cash it.
That's money.
Money. Signed to Jerkles the Clown. Jerkles.
There should be a... God. Mannion may have a clown costume. I feel like
Probably
we
in the
need...
back of his hearse.
I feel like that probably in the back of his hearse.
And you think that's a joke. The
no,
man
he
has
does
a
have
hearse.
a hearse with a coffin subwoofer in it. No, I could see a Jerkel's the Clown. Yeah, did you not know that?
No, I did not know that part.
Yeah. No, there could be a Jerkel's the Clown video. Like I could just like I could see it at the bank and like him cashing a check and it's signed Jerkel's the Clown and he's just like, here's your money. Have a nice day. And he just kind of out. Like
Yeah.
he's just super serious. Like I don't know.
Well, that got me
Jerkel's the Clown just
excited.
doing normal everyday stuff.
Yeah. And I don't know. Just tell him, hey, is it cool? Well, no. Going into a bank in a clown costume might not be the best idea.
What is this, payday? No,
Just get out of your clown car.
but no, I can see like a Jerkel's the Clown video. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, there's something there.
Okay.
There's something to milk.
Not his nose.
You beat me to it.
And we don't have, I mean, I guess maybe for the videos we don't have to put a dick on his nose. Like,
It could be
It could be a phallic shape, not
Yeah.
necessarily like a very obvious
we just
phallic
blur it.
shape.
We just
but
blur it
not
in post.
necessarily a penis. But
and
like,
what if we just blurred
Blurred
it
it.
in post?
as he's walking, the blur has to follow the swing. And then no, here's what happens. You got to blur out the wiener swinging from his face.
Yeah.
But a little kid comes up to him and says, "I hate clowns," and punches him in the nuts, and it's the sound of a clown nose honking. Like he got mixed up. Yeah. I don't know why that was so funny to me.
He's just. This is the whole. I don't know why. I just picture Jerkles the whole time.
It's just the life sucked out of him.
And he's got his face painted, but he's got like a 5 o'clock shadow.
But it's
yeah,
clearly
the
pubic hair.
Stereotypical depressed clown
Yeah.
look. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's old Jerkles.
Well, he finally meets a female clown with a vagina on her face. Oh.
Yeah, don't have one for that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to go back to Jerkles.
Jerkles?
Yeah, that other one scares me, but the one with the penis on its face doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Dicks on the face doesn't bother me.
Of all the episodes that I hope people, like my daughter one day, do not find, it would probably be this one so far.
Hi, Ayla.
Sorry. This didn't age well, probably. Watch us have like a clown takeover. Like the whole clown thing in California. Imagine if we're just going to be an army of clowns. Like
With dicks on their faces.
well, no,
In
it just,
California, that would make sense.
Look at all the Jerkles out there. It's a good old-fashioned Jerkel Circ. Jerkel Circus.
Jerkel Circus!
Are you serious? I said that like 15 minutes ago, and you're just now coming up with like
Did
your
you
own.
really?
Yes, I did.
I
Because
totally-
we were doing the.
I'll have to re- I'll have
started,
to-
like the Jerkel Circus, and then I was like. Jerkel Circus. Well, anyways, I mean, we can put a dick on his face. It's like
I
over
totally-
me completely.
I'll have to
Didn't hear
rewind
that.
the tape on that one. We'll
Wow.
send it to the judges.
The judges are us.
Yeah. No, he didn't cut.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
But you won't cut this out just to make me look like an ass.
All it is Jerkel Circ, and I cut.
See,
See, he never said it.
didn't say it.
Or he does it, and it's just meep. Just censor it.
Censored for what he really said.
Yeah.
Why did you type that? You're ruining your case.
Well, sorry.
Did this go off the rails? Did it stay very much on the rails? What's happened?
Rails.
I bet Jerkles the clown could do some rails with that schnoz is.
Take a good railing.
Yeah. So after we stop recording, we need to talk about the next project
We do.
because it is to be released every Sunday.
That's true. That is what
So
we decided upon.
It is Tuesday.
It is
So
Tuesday.
did y'all already discuss this, the projects on another episode, or because this is like the first I'm hearing about it?
I think we discussed it last episode.
I think we did.
Yeah.
But we had decided on like a schedule.
For
Yeah.
posterity,
After.
like what were y'all looking to do with said projects? Like, would they be skits for the
Whatever.
Honestly,
Literally whatever.
Like think of the Happy Birthday America video that we just released.
Yeah.
That.
Well,
but
we had talked
whatever.
about it too last episode. Is like I think that's the great thing about excuse me, the CS podcast brand. That smelled awful. Is we could do like it doesn't have to be comedy. Like we could do a drama. Like
We're gonna probably stay in the comedy
Oh
lane
yeah,
for
I mean,
a while.
that's our bread and butter. But like that's I don't
but
know.
we
it's
could
just-
do any, like you
We
said.
literally could do anything. So that's the fun with those videos. Is it's just a chance for us to flex our creative muscles and just be like, hey,
Yeah.
let's do this. Like the slow mo vid. I'm really excited for that video.
We'll fill you in on that.
Yeah.
So I had said the idea. It could just be a simple one, in case we didn't have anything elaborate.
Throw in my phone.
Yep. The cheese balls are okay though.
That's good.
Please do not damage props on set.
There's a speaker that's hidden up here. I'm like, where did he?
But we max it out so it's right there at your ear. So that
And it's that.
Please do not damage props on set.
And then it's the feedback.
yeah.
It's his own that he makes. So I bought this on Sunday just as a backup. I wanted to see if between Trey and I, if we could eat an entire container of cheese ball, like this comically
Together.
large container of cheese balls in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bunch of air, but it takes time to chew.
Yeah.
You want to do even worse is, you know those Cheetos paws that they have? Have you seen those at a grocery
The
store?
who?
I feel like I had them as a kid.
The what?
Yeah, it looks like a Cheetos paw.
Oh,
and
yeah,
puffy.
yeah.
It's puffy. They now have those at Walmart in those exact more air, more to chew.
Now, see,
Now, I'm not saying, we drop the cheese ball thing and go do that, but if we're looking for a volume 2 of our cheese road, that's the way to go.
Of our
we
cheese
just go the
road.
cheese road.
So that's amazing because as soon as you said that, a childhood memory that I forgot I had just got immediately unlocked. Core memory. It just came flying back to me. But
I'm the wise man in this video game.
So clearly, Sunday we got snacky. Well, I got really snacky.
He said, and I quote, "You really want to see how much damage I can do
How
on this
unhealthy
thing?
I can
how
be?
unhealthy I can be."
You're like, get him away from me. I'm like, gladly, I'm going to take him in my room, and until I fall asleep, I'm going to eat cheese
Yeah,
balls.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you exactly how unhealthy I can be. And I was like,
And
okay.
while talking to David on the phone, I accidentally ate a quarter to a third of the container. So, and now see, I was looking at the servings and looking
It's
at
only
this.
4,200 calories.
So, yeah, split up. So 2,100
2,100
calories, which is like that's the what is it, ADV or whatever.
The absolute diabetic volumetric system.
No, just your daily value
Your
of
yeah.
of calories that you're supposed to take.
That's
Like
what I said.
Did you say it was
It's
Your-
like 2,000.
no, you said ADV?
Yeah, your absolute
Approximate
daily
value?
Yeah,
Would that be?
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I don't know why I was thinking America.
I'll be at approximately.
Your American daily value. Overseas, they've got your BDV.
Your BMR, your American daily value. My God.
Not to be confused with the Chinese value that
Yeah.
Chinese people can only allowed to eat in their amount of cheese balls, but yeah.
Yeah,
Your
your Chinese.
American
Yeah,
daily.
your American. Over in China, they got the CDV.
It's like half
You
of
can
what we
only
take
have
in.
like 3 cheese balls per meal, but here in America, you can have it all.
You can have
You
it all.
have the whole.
You can have half.
Yeah,
Or a third to a quarter.
which is crazy because anybody I ever talk to, they always look at it and like, it's just air. Eat 100 of them, and I'm like, well, I mean, it still adds up. Like,
Yeah. 1,000 pounds of air is still 1,000 pounds.
Well, that's
Yeah.
like the
it's
So
PSI.
I think-
That's
that's
science.
like the lottery is 400 million. Wow. After taxes, you're only left like 230 million. What? Just 230
yeah.
million?
Oh, that's it. Damn.
Well, shit. That goes on my plans.
Right.
Plan shot. But yeah, 2,100 calories
A
in a
piece.
sitting
In 30 minutes.
Between the both of you, right? Or just
Yeah,
okay.
you're gonna stop me up like a hibernating bear.
Well, are you going to do that as a project, or would you like to do that on the podcast?
So
See, if we put that much quote effort
Effort, yeah.
Yeah.
into something, I would like. I think what we're lacking is more standalone content because with hour and a half, 2 hour long videos, there's only going to get so much attention.
Yep.
But if you can digest Happy Birthday America and Need a Break, those videos,
Yeah.
and
Even though it's a 30-minute, like we're doing it in 30 minutes, like the video itself could be 5 minutes. Like I can cut out excess
right,
crap.
and we're not even
The
making
fluff.
them
I
long
can
enough.
cut out all the air.
There you go. We're not even making them long enough to be monetized.
You know what would be really
Yeah.
cool? You said what'd you say? Is like 30 minutes, eat the whole thing? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
So like break it up into like 30 crunches, and like every single time that first you like throw it in your mouth, crunch, and then it's like just a less than 1 minute video.
Oh,
That's actually not a bad idea.
And then
that
actually
editing.
like see the deterioration.
That's not
of
a
the
bad
balls in the
edit.
jar.
I would just skip ahead like.
All you have to do is like have the cuts.
Literally
of when you're
every
actually
minute.
doing the first crunch, and then
Yeah, every minute.
and then you
Yeah,
do
that's-
Trey, Josh, and then do that.
I do that, and in the middle, you had the cheese ball and down.
and down.
Hard to, yeah.
Okay. Well, sure.
You smell what I'm flipping them.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm digesting what you're feeding me like a mama bird.
Did we?
Oh God.
For those listening, you probably got to hear that. And it probably didn't sound as good as.
Oh, it looked. No, I.
Yeah.
I would.
Did,
Inseminating what you're shooting inside of me.
did we talk about the? Did we talk about the after party last episode? Did that come up?
No.
Do we want to mention the after
But
party?
Jerkel's came. No.
Yeah, Jerkel's came up.
Yeah, let's. So let's run through our schedule
idea.
again so that Quaid can be caught up to speed. And if you're just now, for whatever reason, catching us for the first time, we'll run through the schedule again. So we record on Tuesdays,
That's what we do.
and on Sundays,
Well, on Fridays we drop the video that you are now watching,
yes,
just so that you're aware.
correct. So that's the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Removed from that, what our goal has been, and we've accomplished it twice, at all of these episodes, to go live on a video game.
Yeah.
Go live with a video game of whatever sorts.
It's been
On-
Cuphead twice. So.
It's been Cuphead twice.
I saw those, by the way.
Phasmophobia in the future.
Thank you. You were one of them.
Yeah, once you get
No,
your...
when I say like I'm a like diehard fan, I'm probably gonna watch this just to like build that viewer count.
Once you get your computer set up, we can have a 3-way Phasmophobia game. That'd be fun.
I would
That'd
love
be
to have
fun.
a 3-way with both of them.
Yeah,
With ghosts
with Ghost
and
Ghost
Jerkels.
fuck the shit.
and
out of
Jerkels
me.
and Jerkels
So we wanted to do the live stream just
on Sundays.
to be able to interact with our
Our fine listeners,
fine
audience.
educated listeners,
Yeah, educated.
educated viewers / listeners. Well, that's tough for having like a wrestling promotion and
Yeah.
deciding who's going to be a champ. You know,
Oh,
Ace and
yeah.
I run it, so it's like, well, like our last champ, he got injured, but didn't
Yeah.
tell us. It was 2 weeks before. Said, "Hey, how you doing? How's that injury?" Well, he continued to be injured. He said it
Yeah.
was going to clear up a lot longer or a lot sooner than we thought it was going to. Well, 2 weeks before, hey man, are you doing okay? 2 weeks before our show. No, I'm not. I'm still probably going to be out. When would you like to have? When were you going to tell us? So it's like, do we put it on one of us? Do we put the belt? Do we put our secondary belt
Yeah.
on one of us? Because
Put it on me.
we know we're going to be there.
Yeah,
That's what's tough. And then people go, "Oh, he's the champ because he runs the
you
place."
could put it on me. I could have the runaway belt like what's his face?
The 24/7 champ.
Yeah.
How do you know about that?
What do you mean? How do I know about that? Because I do.
Okay. Well, you don't watch wrestling,
If you
so
know, you
that's that's
If you know, you know. Ow.
what you get for showing me
Producer
sass.
Band-Aid.
What time are we at?
That's a good question.
134.29.
Oh yeah. I
Wow,
guess
that's it.
Yeah,
Feels like it's. I guess we've just covered a lot.
we have. We covered quite a bit.
We have.
This was a meaty episode.
Where am I? Oh, that's right. I dropped my phone.
Because when he slammed the cheese balls on the table,
I was gonna pull
there
up
goes my
our
phone.
featured content creator. I got an
We've not done
update.
that yet, so y'all guys have to do the featured contract. Featured content creator.
I was like, what? Where's it going? I kept hearing contract, and I was like, what?
We have a contract creator.
Hi, my name is Jerkels the Clown. I'm here to write your contract with my face.
With the ink from my nose.
Our featured
Hold on,
content
I'm
creator
pulling him up
is
right now. Our featured content creator for this week is Lucid Lupus. Lucid Lupus.
Yes. Lucid.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. So, let me pull him up here. Vamp, talk about something. Give me something. Fill time. Dance, monkey, dance.
So, yeah. How about them? How about the Knicks?
How about them bars? Did you? Oh, no. So they used to do that for BHP. You know, the BHP Bears, Belt and Honey Path.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah. So
The
when I
town
used to run
penises.
yeah, big hulking penises. Back when I was running that on RIX, that was one of my first jobs, was producing the BHP football games.
Oh.
And God, people would call in and be like, all right, we're taking calls after the game. And people would just like, I'd be like, all right, caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Click. All right, caller, thanks. All night. And so, I mean, it'd be like one person drunk and you couldn't understand them, or you'd have like a whole cacophony of people just like, it was awful. And I was
just gonna say, like, if they hung up right after, maybe you didn't want to understand what they were saying because maybe they were shouting like obscenities and just hung up really fast.
Yeah, oh man, sometimes I'd be like, okay, but yeah, dump. But no, so and Ron, bless his soul, bless his heart, we would sit there and like, you'd have the BHP game. It'd go from like, we'd be on the air from like 6:30 to about 10 o'clock with the game. Like, you'd have the pregame, and then you'd have the whole game, the halftime show, and then we did the high school call in, and
you'd have the you'd have the halftime show after the game.
No, in the middle of the game, and then we had this high school scoreboard and call in show at the end of the game. So like, that would start at like 10:30, depending on how long the game ran, and it would just go. Like, there was no end. There was no end time.
That's fun.
And so we'd be sitting there, and Ron's like, we're just gonna go until we don't get phone calls anymore, till people just stop calling. And I was like, bet. So like, it'd start rolling around like 11:45, and I'd be like, I'm fucking tired. Like, I'm an old man in a young man's body, and I'm ready to sleep. And
if we could make a timestamp for what he just said, I want to use that against him one day.
And I just want to sleep. And so it'd roll around like 11:45, and we'd still be getting phone calls. And I'd start clogging up the lines. Like, I'd start shutting the lines off. Like, I'd set them up to where you couldn't call on them anymore.
Oh, good.
And he'd be like,
it's dying down.
Yeah, he'd go, because he couldn't talk to me. Like, I mean, I guess he could have, but he'd be like, blah 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 blah. And I'd go,
sorry.
And he'd go,
okay.
He'd go, like, 2 more minutes. So I was like, and he'd hang on. He'd go, and I'd go, he'd go, all right, well, I guess we're going to wrap it up if nobody else wants to call in. And I know there were people going, I can't get through to the lines. They're busy. And I was like, nah, not tonight. You can call in next week.
I'm going to need some kind of...
Trey was literally saying, bet until midnight.
Yeah, like, God, because he would. If I'd have just let people keep calling in, because they would have called in because radio, and they wanted to scream on the radio. And I was like, I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Think of screaming.
Like, it would have been one thing if, like, I wouldn't have done that if we had like, okay, we're gonna go from the moment we get off, and we're gonna go an hour. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I'm getting off 11:30, depending. Like, I could handle that, but just being like, oh, we're just gonna go until we don't take any more phone calls. Like, well, I can fix that.
You know what's beautiful?
What?
It's only 9:35, and you can stop right now if you wanted to.
Oh, it is. I don't have to clog up any phone lines. I'm gonna go clog up that toilet though after this.
After the Alfredo.
After that was good Alfredo. So Lucid Lupus,
yeah,
our featured content creator, buddy of mine. I love Lucid. One of the most, I don't know, just humble and genuine people you will ever meet.
From everything you said, I agree.
Dude, well, yeah. I'm sure you do. You haven't talked to Lucid, have you?
No, I've just heard you talk about him a lot.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about from now. That I was like, oh, so you're just agreeing with me.
No, I've heard you talk about him.
Yeah, so he's a horror narrator, and
I'm pretty sure I've listened to some of that.
He's good. He did the Fetch Arbuckle show, which is incredible. Like, if you listen to anything from Lucid, Fetch Arbuckle show.
Now sounds really familiar.
So sitting at God, he's already up to 1,100 followers on Twitter. Swap over to YouTube. YouTube real quick. 650 subs on YouTube.
Not a small feat.
No, and he's a younger channel than I am. He just kind of came blazing out of the gates. Like, I don't know, all of a sudden I started seeing Lucid in like some group chats, and I was like, oh, he's pretty funny. And then I was like, oh man, he only has this many subscribers. And seriously, within like 6 months, just blew past me. Like, he's so good.
I'm gonna look him up
Would
because
you say that it's just raw talent, or do you think his production's really good? Like, what would you say?
No, it's definitely talent, and the sheer amount of voices this man can do. The best way I could describe it is the man has a voice like Silly Putty.
That's a very interesting way to put it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, he's just so flexible and like so good with just characters, and I mean, just I don't know. So he has this show called the Fetch Arbuckle Show that he does on Sundays, and it's super cool. So it's like this old timey like radio show. Think like from the 50s, and he comes on and he's got this persona like, oh, I'm Fetch Arbuckle and welcome to the show, like real regal. And he'll have guests on, like, so basically he'll host the show, and he'll have like this little mini interview with the guest. And spoiler alert, I've been on one of them and I had a blast. He'll send you the lines as far as the guest. He'll say, okay, he'll send you the script, like, okay, this is what I'm going to ask. Fill in here and talk about whatever you want to here, so that you have kind of, a guide to go off of. And you fill it in, you send it to him, and it sounds like, you're just kind of sitting in this studio hanging out with Fetch Arbuckle, and he's asking you, talking about your channel and things like that. And then he'll randomly slip in like little pieces of like world building, like lore, like Slender Man will come to the door or something like that. Like he's the landlord. Slender Man's the landlord, like that kind of stuff.
So this interests me, even though I've never played the games. I just know the lore behind it. He did
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, my summer job at Freddy Fazbear's Part 1, 2.
Yeah, he's a big he's a big fan.
Yeah. So if you ever played Five Nights at Freddy's and you want to hear some pretty cool stories,
I think he did some Among Us stories too.
Really,
when it was real big. So yeah, Lucid Lupus. He like in the group chats too. Now this is just a testament to just him as a character. You probably won't see a whole lot of this. Like, I don't know. I hope he doesn't mind me like talking about this too much, but like he'll randomly send videos of him like playing guitar to like the group chat and just being so goofy, and he's just so fun. Like, I don't know, just his goofiness. Like, it's just, I appreciate it so much. He's like a little brother, like it in a weird way.
Whenever I want to like express myself and be silly, goofy, whatever, I'm way more likely to take a Snapchat and send it to my inner circle.
Yeah,
like me just lip syncing in the car. It's stuff that may very well be entertaining on social media, but I only want to entertain like my friends for some reason in those moments. I don't know what it is, but I can relate to that.
So yeah, and his meme game is money
on point.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, definitely check out Lucid Lupus on YouTube. You can find him at Lucid Lupus. That's 2 words. And then you can find him on Twitter at Lucid Lupus 19. Lucid also, by the way, has his own Chills parody.
I just saw that as his latest video.
Well, so I use that for when he was a part of our Frightening Nights of Halloween.
Sure.
And when I introduced Lucid so that he could, because he was, narrating, I used his Chills parody. He goes, number 4, Michelle Obama, like, because he has this like, it's not an obsession, but he jokes around a lot, and like he'll just throw Michelle Obama into everything just to be stupid.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And it's hilarious.
You showed me one of those and I've died.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh my god. And so I used that for our Frightening Nights of Halloween. So definitely check out his Chills parody too, because it's hilarious.
Well, you know how I love a good Chills parody.
Oh, I know.
By our guy Jensen.
Jensen.
I'll have to check out Mr. Lupus's stuff.
Keep on having a good time. I'm going to go take a quick leak. Producer's going to go produce, and I'll be back.
Produce a stream.
He's going to stream. Sure.
For those of you watching and listening, you can't see. He's climbing out of this couch.
This sectional couch, trying to
Like a-
not knock over the soundboard.
You seen The Grinch, right?
Yeah.
You know how he does that, like... I'm trying to think of the scene.
Like a...
Yeah, that Jim Carrey Grinch, like... That's what he looked like trying to get off that couch.
Sneaky prance.
Yeah,
Villainous prance.
That's exactly what it looked like. Just a
Well,
good
he almost
visual.
fell and he had to go backwards.
Yeah, I know.
Like somebody hit the rewind button and he just... That's fantastic.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm excited for? I'm
What?
excited, and I know I don't have to get your thoughts on October because
No, you don't.
you live for it. I'm just excited that October is getting closer.
Oh, me too.
Not even that.
I
Honestly,
think that every day. Every day it's not October, I go, I'm thankful that it's almost a day closer to October.
okay. No, I'm just happy that you uploaded to Spook You.
I am
It
too.
immediately makes me want to listen to it. And talking about Lucid Lupus and all the stuff that he's put out and
Yeah.
just the horror narration community in general, which it's a community that I'm probably the closest to that I'm not involved in at
Yeah.
all. Like, it's weird. I mean, I did the 1 or 2 for you. Mm-hmm. Well, and I did Quaid's, so
Yeah.
there's that. But nothing of my own production. I've done
Yeah.
nothing myself, but or for myself, I guess
Mm-hmm.
I should say. But I'm just excited. Our producer's back, and that was the most animated walk on a couch by far I've ever
Are you
seen.
going to talk shit about me getting off the couch? I'll show you when I get on the couch.
Yeah, I want to one up you there. But
Whoa.
so I'm just pumped to get back into listening to that. And Quaid and I were talking about how we love listening to horror narrations.
Yeah.
Just while we're driving. So I'm gonna do that tonight.
Okay.
After we talk about our projects.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to your video. I'm probably gonna be up till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock again, like I am every night here lately. And then I'm going to listen to something else. Listen to another probably.
Okay.
This Five Nights at Freddy thing, which I'm gonna be up late tonight again because I can't sleep very well as of late. Well,
Yeah?
at least last night, because I've pulled a muscle in my hip again for the 3rd time.
Yeah.
It's the same muscle.
How'd you?
Well, the first time I did it was a very masculine
Yeah.
way of lifting it, way of
Moving.
injuring.
Injuring.
The muscle. The second time was also a very masculine
Yeah.
way. As of yesterday, this little incident, I don't feel as masculine pulling said muscle anymore. So the first time, it was helping a friend move a refrigerator.
Yep.
And it was on the night of Halloween, the debut of Your Frightening Nights. I was moving a refrigerator up a trailer ramp, and I had to tweak my body in such a way to really get it up that ramp.
Yeah.
And I felt this god-awful pain while a refrigerator is leaning against me on this little ramp, and it almost just took me out and everything. But I got it up there. Second time, I was loading up a bar to do upright rows, and I was twisting, moving a weight or something.
Yeah.
And I felt it again. I went, why is this so familiar? I'm like, oh, this is what I did a year ago. Well, it's probably been about a year.
Yeah.
And yesterday, I was sitting on the freaking toilet. And I
Sitting
went
on the toilet.
sitting on the toilet. I stood up in mid, when you go to get up, you got to give it that first initial just to get up. You gotta,
What?
standing up, you got to use your hips.
Yeah, lift off.
Yeah, lift off.
I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about as we're departing, we had to leave something behind.
No, as you're standing up from the toilet.
You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta. You gotta. So I'm mid. And I'm mid. And then I froze and went. So I'm stuck with my rear end hovering above your toilet. And I went, oh no, I gotta sit back down. I mean, it took the breath.
Should have called me.
Hemorrhoids.
Should have called me, man.
Yeah.
I stuck. I dutied and I can't get up.
Well, see, I was done. I had already dutied.
That's what I said. I dutied and I can't get up.
Okay.
This is why you need life alert, guys. You gotta
Yeah.
No kidding. But no, at first,
taking a shit and I can't get up.
so
He was straining and he threw out his hip.
well, I was worried. As soon as it happened, I sat back down and I went. I debated. I was like, you might have to come help lift me
How
up.
long were you on this toilet, man?
Not very long. Luckily, I was like, okay, been here before, not here, but
I've been stuck in a toilet.
not
Many
in this
times.
position. But I felt this pain and not been able to move because it's paralyzing at first. But then I was like, okay, I can.
I know when I take a shit, I can't move either. I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Normally when
business.
Normally when I finish, I can move a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bowel movement.
Yeah. Up the bowels, but then it was a hip immobilizer.
You need a hip
Oh
replacement.
my god! Talking about life alert and old people, you broke your hip on the fucking toilet.
You should have just rolled away. You should just
I just inchwormed my way to the office with my
your ass hanging out. I'd have been in there editing like.
You hear? Hey man. Yep. What can I get? Whoa. You don't see that every day.
Play. Edit.
Normally that would be
They worried me about snakes coming up through the toilet.
That's a big old inchworm, and I'm not talking. Never mind. I guess
And we're not talking about Jerkels.
inchworming my way into the office while I'm naked. It's probably not the best.
While dragging several inches behind you, my friend.
That's our producer.
Hey, we
Trail
have fun, but we support each other.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd have supported you right off that toilet.
Yeah, next time I get stuck, I'm not even going to hesitate. Even if I feel better and like I can move, I'm going to ask you to come help me.
Hey, man.
What are you doing?
Nothing? You want to help me off this toilet? Are you hurt?
I'm a wrestler. Tag me in.
Yeah, tag me in.
Tag me.
Shit for me.
If you're a real bro.
Yeah.
You a real one? Well,
And I was overcome with a constant urge to poop.
you could have picked me up. Well, not done.
Oh!
Okay. Well,
I've got Shark Week, so let's wrap this up.
Yeah, you do. I don't know what I've got. I guess I'm going to go listen to your video.
Me and my wife still have to get dinner, so there's that.
Oh, well.
Well, you can't leave. You have to edit.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't know that. All right. Well, I'd like to conclude today's episode by saying these cheese balls didn't get one less bit appetizing. They stayed appetizing the whole time for me.
Yeah?
And welcome, Quaid.
Welcome.
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 And congratulations on your Spooky video.
Oh,
It's
thank
been
you.
6 months.
I'm going to have to take it down and re-upload it, so.
You are?
Remember, it's missing a part. I found out it's missing a part, so.
I
can
can't
do a
just
little more.
add the part?
I don't know.
You can't just, like you said, you're not going to do anything else for a little while. Why can't you just record
do
a
that.
final part and then...
Well, that's what that's what I'm going to do.
Well, you said you're going to take it down. Like,
I don't think you can swap files on YouTube.
No, what I'm saying is why
Create
can't you
a-
just record a completely separate video, a final part, and then upload it?
No, fuck that. It says full series. It's not a full series if it doesn't have the last part.
Well, if there's not a last... Well, if there wasn't
Just
a last part
rename
to
it.
begin with, why did you say full series?
Well, he didn't know.
I didn't know it existed, Quaid!
So are you just missing a finale?
Yeah.
So just change the title
I'm
to...
just missing the climax.
Okay, well, what a good video to have
Stroke
separately.
harder, Trey.
Seriously, what a great video to have separately.
Yeah?
Like, leave part... Like, so how many parts were there?
Videos sold separately.
6.
Okay, parts 1 through 6. Build up for the finale.
Oh, well, 5. If there's 5, and then there's a 6th part.
1
which is
through
the
5.
finale.
This series, and then have... Like, just rename the title, and then have the finale as a
Yeah,
separate
as opposed to,
episode.
like, having to take it down and then like,
just-
have people
it's-
rewatch it.
But it's an extra... My OCD doesn't... like, it's broken!
Like, if you were ever going to have a video separate, the finale would be the best part. It's like having...
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's like the finale, like you said, the climax is important.
Yeah.
So if that's the most important, then you've got the beginning and you've got the end. Don't look at it as a broken piece. It's parts
broken.
1 and 2.
Yeah,
But it is broken.
Trey, come on, man. Like, if you come, you gotta leave time for cuddling.
Well, that would be like that would
accidentally-
no, but that would be an epilogue. This is I'm talking about the ending.
with that being said, I've been the Scottish Hush Puppy, and I've got some food to go eat.
Until then, my ghastly gang, stay spooky.
Create shit. Build anything. Make it real.